25th of January today, and sort of the key point for me today was the importance of sleep. I had a terrible sleep last night, and probably a pretty average sleep the night before when I was working that sort of back-to-back late early shift. Didn't sleep too well last night as well. Woke up feeling very average. Had to get up earlier, and I probably would have thought, and dropped my car off at the mechanic at 7:30. So I got up about 6:30 to clean my car out of junk, get it ready, have a shower, and then drop it off. And then sort of came back home, did a few things around the house, and then went to the gym. It's probably about 9:30 in the morning. And it was nice and quiet, but didn't feel amazing. Didn't have very high levels of energy at all. Felt sore from yesterday as well. Legs were sore, hamstrings were sore, quads were sore from the squatting. Chest was sore from bench, so I was a bit stiff all over. It took me a long time to get into my stretching today. It just didn't feel great warming up, so I didn't, like I said yesterday, I was going to do deadlifts sort of no matter what. Didn't go super heavy, so I did 5 sets of 5 with 60 kilos on the bar with some shrugs at the at the top of the deadlift, and then I did 5 sets of 5 with 100 kilos on the bar, and then once again mixed in with some loo raises in between. Because like I said, they make my shoulders and my back feel fantastic. Felt like 60 kilos move fine, like that always moves fine. That's not heavy at all. 100 kilos, it took me probably about 2 sets to get into the groove of it, before I found like I started completing the movement properly. Just felt a bit too rigid, a bit too stiff in my movements in the first 2 sets when I went heavier. Back to the importance of sleep. Man, if you don't get that 6 to 8 hours, some people get 5, some people can do 4. If you don't get the amount of sleep that you need to function appropriately on a consistent basis, it's hard to maintain a certain level of optimum functioning where you're not tired all the time and you have a good amount of energy to get you through your day, and you're able to think and be productive and not drag your heels too much. And look, we all understand that sleep is important. One, for your brain, in that all your sort of all the garbage, all the chemical toxins that build up in your brain during the time you're awake. I think particularly probably beta amyloids and things like that. They're all sort of flushed out in sleep, and you can look up studies on this and what neurologists and things like that believe happens when you sleep. You sort of have that mass removal of toxins, I think, through your cerebral spinal fluid, your CSF, and it sort of it just makes it clearer. And I feel like when I don't sleep properly, if I have a 4-hour sleep, or if I have that too consistently in the week, I feel, you're thick in the head and you feel tired and you don't feel like you can think properly for the majority of the day. And I definitely feel that. I know that physically is when you get a lot of your recovery in as well, when you're resting. Mainly, after you do those heavy lifts as well, especially your central nervous system needs to relax. And mine definitely needed to relax after those bigger pin squats yesterday. And I didn't give it an optimal amount of time to rest. Also for, my sort of immune system and my system to break down and build my muscle up again, and all my inflammatory cytokine regulation and things like that. All my growth factor and everything that's, working together to heal my broken down muscles. And you tear in the gym and you slowly make micro tears and you build them up. I did not give them that amount of time as well, so I was super sore this morning. You expect to be sore at the gym, but I was sore, tight and wrecked. I probably only slept 4 hours. and I've done this probably 3 days in a row, and it's sort of caught up with me. I know that if I want to, perhaps, one day wake up for a run at like 4 o'clock in the morning and go do that and have a 4 hour sleep beforehand, I can do that fine. 1 or 2 days in a row, I can do that fine, and I can function, and I actually feel pretty good. Sometimes it feels good for me having a really short sleep. I can feel well rested from a short sleep. However, I've done this too much, and I find myself, just today sort of crashing and dragging and lagging. So after this, I went home. I got a feed after I went home, and then I've slept for 2 hours. I've just literally just woken up now. I slept from about midday until 2 p.m. and just lights out, bam. I was just watching YouTube on my laptop. I did a little bit of stretching, then ate some food, and as soon as I ate that food, man, it hit me and I was gone. I was dead to the world. I was off and I was dreaming, man. I was having deep dreams. It was nasty tired. And so I wake up now, and you wake up again how you feel when you have those long naps, and again, I'm still feeling a little bit groggy and a little bit tired, but ultimately a little bit better. I think I feel less fried. My CNS feels less fried. I think I just needed that to recover from today's session, but I'm probably still lagging behind from yesterday's session. So what I've done is I've booked a float therapy session at some sort of wellness center near where I live. My partner actually got it for me as a present for my birthday, because that previously when we lived in Queensland on the Gold Coast, I used to like doing that a lot, but where I've recently moved, I haven't found the opportunity to. So I'm going to do that for an hour. I've got an hour session of that, where it's just like sensory deprivation, so you just float in a pool of water that has a lot of Epsom salts in it, so you always stay floating, you never sink. The water's heated to the temperature similar to that of your skin, so you feel like you're sort of floating in space. And then it's completely pitch black once all the lights are turned off. So sensory deprivation, it allows you to sort of meditate, clear your mind. Sometimes I meditate, sometimes I'll have a sleep when I do it. And the Epsom salts are high in magnesium and things like that, so they just soak your muscles really good. So I'm going to do a bit of self-care and do a bit of that this afternoon to aid in my recovery. Look, you'll notice in the video I changed up cameras. My GoPro, so it didn't run out of SD space today. It ran out of charge today, unfortunately. My phone didn't have very much charge, so I just thought I'd film sort of two sets of the session on phone, and that being my sort of last set of trap bar deadlifts, and then my first set of RDLs. But I did 5 sets of 5 with the RDLs as well. So 5 sets of 5 with the trap bar at 60 kilos with a shrug, 5 sets of 5 with the trap bar at 100 kilos, and 5 sets of 5 with the RDLs at 50 kilos. And look, I'm looking forward to a nap after that. I definitely know that I need to take this afternoon and this float session seriously. I'll use that to recover, and then tonight I'm going to go to bed early and catch up on some sleep. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that importance in your training, and the recovery aspect mainly is that you just don't discredit sleep. I know a lot of motivational people out there will tell you, you can sleep when you're dead and things like that, but all in moderation, everyone. You can still work hard, and you can still get after it and still get a decent amount of sleep to function and ward off those brain deterioration, chronic conditions that hit you on later in life, like dementia or Alzheimer's, or things like that. All associated with not sleeping well. So look, that's my spiel for the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Thank you very much.